I'm wearing my Big Cat Rescue sweater. So, Carol Baskin killed her husband, whacked him.
What's going on, everybody? What is going on? Will you listen to me? I don't know what's happening.
Why do I want the theater tech?
Fun! Sneaker view! Excitement!
Hey everybody, welcome. Hello. Greetings for our late Friday night show. Welcome to Bring Your Own Improv. We're so glad you're here with us on Zoom, or if you happen to be watching on YouTube, we're glad you're with us there as well. If you're on YouTube, you know about like, you know about subscribe, all that good stuff. You know how to do it? Do it. Enjoy your YouTube experience. But if you're here with us on Zoom, you can interact with us and be part of the experience. Now, in general, we recommend that you, if you do that, use the speaker view, which is up there in the corner, instead of a lot of little boxes. You can see one big box. But tonight we have the fun of a new feature, spotlighting. So you may switch to that, and you may find that we're appearing, disappearing. All sorts of stuff is happening. Don't worry about it. Roll with it. It's improv. We're playing with a new feature, and we'll see what we see. The other thing you need to know about, which isn't changed, is the chat. So if you're doing the chat, a little button down there will get it going. It'll be over there on your right, and you can just type in stuff as I ask for stuff. Let's do that now. Let's find out how it works. What is your favorite October holiday? We have a few of them. Some are federal, some not so federal, or observance. So get in there. Not too fancy. We're just getting the fingers warmed up. Not a need for cleverness. Don't worry about it. We're doing that. A couple things we want to talk about. Exits. It's your place. You know where the exits are. We don't. We're not going to tell you where they are. We're going to trust you to use them if you need to. Hey, it's all right. We're all here. And exit if you need to. We hope you don't. And then bathrooms. Allow exits there if you need to. Really, don't take us with you if that happens. You know where the bathrooms are. We don't, and we don't want to. That's all up for you. We're here with a great show for you tonight. You've already met Jonathan and Carrie before the show started. Thanks, guys, for helping get people in. I'm Ian. I'll be your host tonight, and we have a terrific cast for you tonight. We have Daniel.
Just because Zoom puts new features on a recent update doesn't mean use them right away.
We have Meredith.
So not only that, but it's also super important that you update your technology so you could actually play with it.
We have Amy.
You know, if your hands are still wet, your touchpad on your computer is not going to be as responsive.
We have Mallory.
And if you don't update your sound system, sometimes your computer will just turn the microphone off.
And we have Candace.
Also, make sure that you have extra BYOI gear on hand.
We have hopefully some of you guys volunteering, and we have one very special one of you, and that would be our featured audience member, our FAM. We'll pick that person, and they will get to get interviewed by a couple of our players. Those answers will inspire our show throughout the evening, very special to us. And so if we go to Carrie, we can look and see who's in the FAM Cup tonight.
FAM Cup!
Old school meal postage mug gives us Nikki.
Nikki, yay! All right. Welcome back, Nikki. I know you've been to a bunch of our shows, and I feel sure that you've been FAM at some point before, so you know how this goes. We'll have Daniel and Meredith interview you, and because you've done it before, we won't ask you the same old questions. You'll probably get some new interesting ones. So, guys, take it away.
All right. Nikki, can you think of a recent dream you've had?
Ooh, I don't tend to remember my dreams that often,
Okay,
but
let's try this. How about a story from your childhood, some sort of storybook kind of story that you enjoyed.
A story from my childhood. I liked the Curious George stories.
Fantastic.
Toad.
Awesome. Okay. So who do we have in there? What characters do we have?
There was George,
Okay. I'm
and
guessing he was curious.
he was curious.
Yeah.
Monkey and the man in the yellow hat.
A man in the yellow hat. How would we describe him?
Fairly irresponsible.
Fairly irresponsible. Okay. Meredith, you want to grab 2 more characters that may or may not actually be in that book?
Yeah, actually, I'm wondering. We have a book from your childhood, Curious George. Did you have a favorite book when you were like a teen or a young adult?
I read like really lame stuff. Like I read like Mark Twain and like literature.
Yeah, that's not lame in the slightest.
Okay.
Who is your favorite character from a Mark Twain book?
I don't remember names. I'm sorry.
It's okay. If you could give someone a name from a Mark Twain book, what do you think a Mark Twain-y name would be?
Oh goodness. I was not expecting to be found tonight.
Oh,
I'm not sure who put me in the cup. I was very unprepared.
okay. So why don't we go?
The Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I loved that book when I was a teen.
Ooh, so you said the Connecticut Yankee?
A Connecticut Yankee in King Arthur's Court. I cannot remember the Connecticut Yankee's name, but that would be the narrator.
Perfect.
Okay, so we have a Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur in his court. Okay, so we got like 4.
Tennis? Is there tennis involved?
I'm you know what? We're good. We got 4 of those. Nikki, if you were in either one of those books, would you be a hero or a villain?
Oh, I would be a hero.
A hero.
Absolutely.
And what is the thing that you would say to the man in the yellow hat or the Connecticut Yankee?
Well, I think the Connecticut Yankee is probably the hero. So I'd be like, what are you doing here, man?
Cool. And the man in the yellow hat, you might say what to him?
Actually, the same might apply, or, be a responsible parent.
Oh, yes.
Responsible parents are cool. What's a thing that you think would be an irresponsible thing?
And irresponsible parents? Well,
or something that you called like a guilty pleasure or irresponsible in the past week.
Oh, drinking coffee at 1 a.m.
Ooh.
I'm bad sometimes.
I think that's good, but I mean, like, I get it. You want to sleep, but yeah.
And my last question. Do you work with a lot of technology?
I do. I don't usually struggle with it as much as y'all have tonight, but yes.
Okay.
All right.
So we'll come all the way around.
All right. We're gonna keep you around for a little bit longer, Nikki, because tonight we're going to play a game called Fam Reunion to begin with. And
Okay.
Fam Reunion is a reunion that you are actually in. So you're gonna pick someone who will actually play you in this scene, and then that person will interact with some of the characters that we've already gotten. But I'll need to check in with you because it's very important that we do this accurately. So I'll check in with you from time to time and make sure that the players are playing you and the other characters in the way that they should be, and you are the judge of that. So we'll keep you around to check in on that. First of all, who would you like to play you in this scene?
I feel like Candace has the appropriate amount of sass.
Okay. So Candace will be you, and we can assign some of the others. Who would be Curious George?
Daniel.
All right, mischievous monkey that he is, and man in the yellow hat.
Let's see here.
We have Amy, Mallory, and Meredith.
Oh goodness, I need to pick the least responsible. Amy.
All right. Coffee at 1 a.m. may very well be her thing. Okay, and then we need the Connecticut Yankee, and that would be Meredith or Candace. Sorry, Meredith or Mallory.
Meredith. She seemed
Meredith?
to appreciate the concept.
Okay, and so that is for Mallory to be King Arthur, and maybe we'll hear that Sean Connery accent from the 7 o'clock show yet again, because that may be the only British accent she has. We don't know. We'll find out. All right. So, where would you like to go for this scene to happen?
I mean, jolly old England.
Jolly old England. Well, that's a logical place for all
I
this
was
to happen.
actually
So
supposed to be there this week, so it makes sense.
All right. So let's see you arriving in jolly old England. If you're going to England, obviously you've got to be greeted by the king. So we'll start with you and King Arthur. Just checking in as you arrive in jolly, very old England, like centuries old.
Oh my God. No one told me that you would have so much rain here. Seriously.
Love, we've got to have lots and lots of rain. How else are we going to keep all the beautiful flowers and the trees and make the castles look so wonderful?
You know, that rain really does give those castles a glossy look.
They do, especially considering how old they are. It does make them very fanciful. It gives them a nice, shiny new look, as you Americans say.
That's not what.
Pause. So we've got a little taste here, Nikki. Has Kansas got your sass down?
I think so.
All right,
and also doing a great job with the American who doesn't realize she's so American thing.
Okay, and how is this King Arthur? Is that how you imagine him, or are you looking for something else?
No, polite, noble. It works.
Okay, we're right on. So let's see a little bit more of these two.
All right, you guys don't call it the look? Like it's a look.
No, we call it the style or the view.
Isn't that just the same thing? You're just using a synonym.
Yes, there are synonyms, but we don't usually refer to things in such a casual manner.
Clap, 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 clap. Hello, dear friend. It is so good to see you in this beautiful day. Look at that vision.
The look is really cool. Yes. Does anybody have an umbrella? Seriously? It is drizzly AF out here.
I do believe we have some umbrellas available. Hold on one moment. Yes, we have these beautiful umbrellas that match our aesthetic over here in England. If you would be so kind as to have an umbrella. There you go. Absolutely lovely.
All right. So how do I get to the place that has like the best fish and chips?
Oh, darling, let me tell you where this is. You're going to go up the passage and take a left. I might take you.
Oh, hold on. Pause. Is this the Connecticut Yankee you were expecting?
I guess I was hoping for a little more American camaraderie, but I mean,
well, you can do more than just hope. If it's the wrong Connecticut Yankee, we're going to fix that. Meredith, he's a bro. I mean, Americans have to stick together. I mean, so we're going to back up to your clop clop entrance, and we're going to come on like an American should.
Clap, 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 clap. Yeehaw, motherfuckers!
Oh my God, there's two of them.
Hey! Oh my God! I cannot believe I'm seeing you here of all places.
I know, like, oh my God, guy,
dude.
this rain, am I right?
I know. Drizzly AF. That's what I said. Yeah.
Okay, pause. So just confirming, Nikki, I think by your reaction, we're on track now.
Oh, Twain could have written this himself. Absolutely.
Okay. So we'll put a button on those guys. In the meantime, though, while they're sort of figuring out what to do with the rain, elsewhere, Curious George and the man in the yellow hat are hatching a little bit of a plan because their zone's getting intruded on by all these Americans, and King Arthur doesn't seem to be taking any steps about it. So let's see what's going on with those two.
George, you look like you're getting a little distracted.
This asshole keeps dragging me. I can speak. I can finally speak. Yo, motherfucker, why do you keep bringing me places I get in trouble?
Ooh, there's a small shiny object over here.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to fall down again. Stick me up a tree just to give me a female fireman. Whoa, how about that hot chick Bobby over there?
Okay, pause. So, Nikki, how are we doing with those two? Are they what you're looking for?
Yeah, they're what I'm looking for. Pretty good.
Okay. So let's hear more about what they've got going on.
By the way, do you know you fucking smell? You've been wearing the same outfit for like 20 years.
I was told that I was a summer and that I needed to wear yellow all the time. I thought it was a warm color.
You keep screwing me up. I think I'm looking at a banana and I keep going, no, it's that asshole who keeps dragging me places.
Here, take these scissors. Go run with them.
Oh, I see how it is. Listen, oi, I think they say over here. Oi. I'm going to cut these into your bollocks.
Okay, I'll change my clothes if that's what it's going to take.
Yeah, get one of those big, tall, black, furry hats and those red suits. They'd be badass because that means you can't move.
I'm going for an iron cod piece for protection.
Ooh.
Okay. So while the man with the yellow hat goes to change, we know George can't be contained. He's off to the races, and before you know it, he finds himself in with you and the Yankee and the King. Hilarity will ensue.
Oh man, those were some good fish and chips, man. Woo!
I told you that this was the best place to be.
Yo, I smell food. I am becoming carnivorous. I don't care if they drew me with flat teeth.
All right, who brought a monkey into my castle? This is the 4th time this week, guys.
Oh, shit. There's a monkey here.
I'm told what I can do with that. Hold on.
Oh, well, that escalated quickly.
All right. When the poo starts getting thrown, it's time to move on. So move on we shall. Hey guys, we love bringing you these shows for free, and we will continue to do so for the foreseeable future. But if you want to give us a little help, you can do so by donating, and you can do that in a couple of ways. One is by going to Venmo and using that tag up there. Another is by going to PayPal and using that tag up there. And another way, if you don't want to write a bunch of stuff down or try to copy as I'm blocking it or not blocking it, is to go to the BYOI website, and there's a donate button there. Click it and do your thing. Not required, but we certainly do appreciate it. And we appreciate Nikki, who has actually donated already. We thank you so much for that. Really appreciate it. Otherwise, enjoy the show, guys. So now we will move on to our next game. And that's going to be Remake. And now is the fun part for all you guys, because now you get to volunteer and join us. So in Remake, we're going to have a scene of a movie. Movie's going to get made, and then we're going to see how that might change if it shows up in a couple of different ways. So I can take one person who would like to act and be in this movie with us, and we're waiting to see if anybody wants to volunteer. You'll just do that by putting in the chat, I want to play, pick me, however you want to do it. Go ahead and let us know, and we will let you in. Wait to see if anyone does that. If I could get from people in the chat. What are some of your favorite movies or types of movies, styles or genres of movies, or a particular movie that's like your pet favorite, that kind of thing. Go ahead and stick those in the chat. So we'll let a few of those get in, and not seeing anyone who wants to volunteer, so we're just going to go with our players. Keep them coming. Also, if you're watching on YouTube, you can put stuff in the comments. We see everything, so if you want to go ahead and comment there, we can see that as well. And so we will start out with Daniel and Meredith. They will open up in our first movie, and this is just going to be fairly straightforward. We're just going to see a movie, and based on the question that I asked to start the show, Halloween is your inspiration for this movie.
Oh, I want to go to there.
Yes, they have good blood over there.
I think what we could do is knock very politely on their door.
Yes, then they will yell at us if we want a trick or a treat.
And we will say, trickery! Ha 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 ha!
Then I will rip out their jugular and drink from their blood.
I cannot wait.
Yes.
Yes. It'll be so good.
I love that on this night, there are little snack-size versions running around everywhere.
I know. My favorite part is that you just pop them on in.
Yes.
Like
One bite. Easy.
Oh my gosh. I could have sworn I saw a nun, but it wasn't.
Okay. Ooh.
Ah!
Why are nuns wearing so little clothing? It's like it's a sexy nun.
Ugh.
Look over there. Be careful. It's sexy garlic. Why? Why are there so many women here dressed in sexy outfits?
Look! It's sexy holy water.
And look over there. Sexy Curious George.
I did not see that one coming.
No, that was
Okay, and scene. I did not see that one coming. That's always a tagline. You've come to the end of the movie when you didn't see that one coming. So that was all right, but people found that it was a little nichey. It was not really going to stack up that well in post holiday releases. So they decided they were going to have to remake it, and we're going to do that with Amy and Mallory, and they're going to remake that same movie, but as a Victorian era period piece. So let's see that.
Look over there. It's a door.
Yes, indeed there is but a portal to one's establishment.
Yes, a beautiful, beautiful portal to an establishment where we may knock upon the door and they will yell at us. Lovely, lovely questions like, would you prefer a trick or would you prefer a treat?
Yes, and for that we shall provide devious trickery.
How wonderful! And then I will cut out their throat with a dagger and watch as their blood spills upon their carpet.
Yes. Oh, it is wonderful that there are little snack-sized ones
Yes.
frolicking around us.
Yes, the absolutely tiny little tots. They're absolutely lovely. You can just snack one bite and they're just gone.
In your mouth. Oh my goodness. There are
My
Yes.
word.
of the clergy.
And they are showing their ankle. Blas-
How immodest of them! And there are immodest friars as well.
Oh
And
my. Is that an immodest monkey? How strange.
and immodest holy water. Oh,
Ugh.
these ladies just bare their ankles for everything.
Apparently, oh my goodness, that is a knee. That is a woman showing a kneecap.
I am shocked and appalled. And
No, I did not see that one coming, and that is terrifying.
Terrifying indeed. Well, exposing those knees, never get away with that. All right, but people found that it was maybe a little bit too highbrow, maybe not sexy enough. We'll find out because it was made yet again in a more popular approach. In this last version, we're going to see Candace and Daniel when this movie was remade as a pan-global animation having elements of both Disney and Japanese animation.
Yeah, you really got to warm up for it.
Yeah. Do some squats. Wow! Would you look over there?
Look, it's a ding door.
Wow! I think we should go knock!
What do the little creatures think?
I don't know. Maybe we should rip their throats out. Hear me out.
Why do your throat sits there and you dare to scream at me? What is a trick? What is a treat? Why are you bleeding?
Why are you so delicious? You are so tasty. When asked if we want a trick or a treat, it is obviously some devious trickery. Ah! Oh my God!
That looks like she's seriously almost naked.
Oh, I am shooketh.
Quick, help me stay away from the other one.
Oh my God! We have some really interesting sexy garlic.
Oh, and look at that! Sexy tentacles!
I did not see that coming.
No, me
No,
either.
but I think the rest of us might have. I think we might have. All right, but that was clearly going to be the hit. All right. So if all that sexy stuff got you into a romantic mood, then you'll certainly be in the mood for our next game, which is the dating game. In the dating game, Daniel will be looking for that special someone or something, as the case may be. And we'll have three possible candidates to be that person, place, or thing. So Daniel's going to leave the room and ponder what it is that he's going to be looking for. Bye, Daniel. And we're going to have three people who are the bachelors or bachelorettes or bachelor things who are going to try to have him guess what they are by answering his questions, but not by telling him what they are, but by giving clues as to what they are that will allow him to guess. So I can take one person who wants to give clues along with a couple of our players. And I see Sarah wants to be in. So we'll go ahead and let Sarah in. And Meredith and Amy are already on. So those will be our three bachelor things. So let's find out what they are. If I could get in the chat, please. Celebrity, famous person, non-political, too close to election season, but some form of entertainment or somebody famous in some other way. Throwing some celebrities there. And while we're getting a few of those in there, what is a landmark, a very famous place that tourist visitors, sightseers visit, or maybe some place that you've seen that really stood out to you? Wow, this was an incredible place to be, or some place that you've always wanted to go. Throw in some of those. And then the other thing I would like is if you just kind of look around your room, what's something that you find there in your space that is very, very special to you? And just type what that is in the chat. And the last thing will be what is an emotion that you don't commonly experience, but you did in the last week or so. So we can get all of those in. And I'm going to go back to the beginning and start to get some stuff. All right, so let's go with Grover. I like Grover. We'll go with Grover. So which one of you three wants to be Grover the Muppet?
I can take Grover.
Okay. All right. So we've got Grover in there, and then looking at the places, let's go with the Great Wall of China. So Sarah, do you want to be the Great Wall of China, or you want to get the next thing?
I think I can do that. Let's try that.
All right.
Yeah.
All right. We'll try that. All right. So that leaves Amy, and Amy, you are a regretful guitar.
Regretful guitar. Okay.
Yep. You are a regretful guitar. So those will be choices. Let's just recap. Meredith, you are.
I'm Grover.
Okay. And Sarah, you are.
Great Wall of China.
And Amy.
Regretful guitar.
And we might let him a little bit off the hook on that. We're looking for a regretful guitar. If he's in the neighborhood, we can let him go. So if somebody can go get Daniel back, I'm sure he's really, really eager to meet these people, places, and things. One thing to help him out is, guys, if he's getting close as they're giving the hints, all you people on the screen, go ahead and give him a thumbs up to let him know he's in the neighborhood, he's getting close. Thumbs up to the screen will let him know he's on the right track. And if he gets one, go ahead and clap and let him know he's got it and can move on. So. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hey, meet your three eligible people.
Oh, I'm
We're
so
getting started.
excited. This is wonderful. I can't wait. I haven't had a date in like ever. All right. They got choices behind those walls. I can't see, but that's okay. All right. Bachelor or bachelorette number one. If we were to go on a date, where would you take me?
You know, I have a very particular place I always like to go, and I like to see my friends there.
Oh, that sounds fun. You know, there's a lot of great neighborhoods out there, but I'm sure you could find the one you might like. Yeah, cool. Oh, I'm excited for that. Oh, contestant number two. If we had like $100, like what would you use it for?
Sure, but I think I could. I don't know. I think I'm good with touch-ups now. You can do what you want with it.
I can do whatever I want with the money. You're so generous.
Yeah.
That's fun. That's fun. All right, contestant number three. If you were gonna bring me to any single place in the country, where would be the first place you would bring me?
There were so many places I should have gone. I'm gonna fret about this for a while.
Well, that's depressing as fuck. Okay. Contestant number one. If you had a flavor of Kool-Aid, what would it be?
If I had a flavor of Kool-Aid, it would have to be sugar-free, but maybe one of my favorite colors, which is blue.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, that sounds like a good idea. All right, contestant number 3. I really love music. I'm curious if you were to write yourself out in a long form fashion, what would be the thing I notice?
Oh, I wouldn't want to string you along for a long song. I'd hit all the right notes, the notes I should have played long ago.
Oh no.
Oh.
Oh no, that sounds, yeah, you're gonna depress the hell out of me. Okay. Contestant number 2. Listen, I feel like you're very generous. So like I feel like the date question for you might be even more fun. Where would you take me on a date and what would we do?
Well, you can come over here, but I'm not really going anywhere. You can come with me, but yeah, not leaving.
You gotta be careful when you're isolated and quarantined.
Nah, I'm good. I mean, like, I have plenty of space myself. Just like, I'm not leaving that space.
Okay. Okay. You sound like me when I'm in the basement and my mom won't unlock the door. Okay. So contestant number 1. I feel like if you and I went to KFC, you'd have a panic attack.
Maybe I wouldn't go that far.
Because of all the dead chickens.
No, dead chickens are fine.
Oh, okay. Well, what can I say? Tickle me pink. Huh?
I think that's super.
Oh yeah, I know. I found the right grove right there. You know what I mean? All right, cool. All right. Hey, contestant number 2. If you were to see daylight, what would you do with it?
I mean, daylight depends. If it's warm, then that's nice. But sometimes it's cold and sunny, which is just annoying.
I'm trying to figure out if you're used adult diapers or not. Okay. Contestant number 3.
Yes.
Yeah. How do you feel about chins?
Chins?
Yeah, like chins.
Well, chins sometimes are too much violins attached to them.
Yeah.
I'm it just strikes the wrong chord with me.
Oh, does it? Oh, okay. I'm sorry to be harping on you about that quite a bit. But don't worry. I've got a really bassy personality, so I feel like yeah. What can I say?
We could have had something electric.
Oh, okay. All right. That's good. Funky, wonky, wonky. Contestant number 2. If you were to go to school, what subjects would you learn?
How's carpentry sound?
I'm sorry, what?
How's carpentry sound?
How does carpentry sound? What can I say? Nailed it. Nope. Okay, not that. I mean, carpentry could be good. You might need it for 40 days and 40 nights.
Nah, but you know what would be like really good benefit to that class? They should have like multilingual carpentry. That'd be way better.
Yes, just carpentry in every language possible.
Yeah, right?
Okay. Hey, contestant number 1. if you were going to hang out with contestant number 2 and they let you use a hammer, what might you use it for with contestant number 2?
You know, I think I wouldn't use it on wood as much as I would use it on stone.
Yeah, because carpentry's all about stone. Fantastic. I'm off to the races on this one. Contestant number 3.
Yes.
If I plugged you in, how loud could you get? Like to 11?
I can't get that on my own, but I need a bit of little helper to get me to 11. But I can help you talk to contestant number 2 because I speak Mandarin. One of those two.
Okay. Okay. I'm trying to figure out if I'm moving in your direction or 2's direction on that particular one. Little
I
of
just
both.
thought if only I could help, I could send you to both, but it was all for naught.
Okay. Okay, I'm working on that one. Hold on. Contestant number 2. What instrument do you like to play?
Only the best ones.
Okay, that's helpful. All right.
Okay, good. Can't expect anything less from me.
Listen, Super Grover, do you want to talk about either one of these people?
Yes, I would, because they're my friends, and I love to talk about my friends.
Cool.
So, contestant number 2 is super outside of Sesame Street's neighborhood, like super far away, like halfway across the world.
Oh,
Oh!
contestant number 2 is in Woonsocket? Sorry, I've been living in Rhode Island too long. All right. You know, I just realized that contestant number 2 is actually living about 3,000 miles away, so that's going to be even more difficult to talk about. Hey, contestant number 2, how do you feel about really big walls?
I mean, I wouldn't like. I mean, it's part of my life, you know.
Yeah, would you say they're great?
Yeah.
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 How can I ask you a question? Have you ever defended yourself again, like used yourself to defend against like hordes of Mongolians?
Yeah, I would say no.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna get back to that wall later. Okay, hold on. Contestant number 3. You know, I know we've been stringing each other. What's the best way to tune into you?
Oh, people don't realize that I'm actually a car buff.
You're a what?
I'm a car buff because I'm really into their fenders.
Oh, okay. Yeah. You know, I really like the Star Spangled Banner played like in the middle of the 60s at like 5:30 in the morning. Are you into that too? Okay, I made too specific of a reference. Okay. Hey, contestant number 2, as the Great Wall of like China, do you feel that like you really know how to stand up strong?
Yeah, it's my job.
Okay, cool. All right. Yes, contest number 3. Did you come back around to that?
I just needed to drink some Hendrix gin, and that got me right around to it. I apologize. Needed a little libation to get there.
Okay. All right. So my trouble is like your feeling towards yourself. Like
the things I could have done.
Yes. If only.
If
That's right.
only.
Yeah. Hey, Super Grover, what do you wish you had done in your life that like contestant number 3 could relate to?
You know what? I think that contestant number 3 and I really struggle on that because I don't have any of these. I live life to the fullest.
Oh,
I shouldn't have gotten the misspelled tattoo. That's the biggest one.
I'm gonna say it really sucks if you were a regretful electric guitar. That would be really difficult in life.
Or unplugged.
Or Unplugged, yeah, Nirvana style.
Sure.
Okay, so my choices are like Super Grover, The Great Wall of China, or Kurt Cobain's guitar given this current situation. So, I mean, clearly, Super Grover!
All right, all right. Can never have as much love as you get with a Muppet. There we go. All right, well, a perfect match and they'll be off together. Well, there's absolutely no debate that Grover was the best choice of those three for a romantic relationship. But we're about to have a debate about something else because our next game is Debate Club. In Debate Club, all of us and maybe some of you will be having a debate on possibly any topic because we are experts on everything in this group. Once we get that topic, somebody will start speaking about the topic. And if somebody has a problem with the thing that they're saying, they will raise their hand and say, challenge. I will hear out their challenge and I may accept the challenge, in which case that person who made the challenge will start talking, or I will reject the challenge, in which case the person who was talking will continue. So if anyone would like to be part of a debate, then please let us know in the chat. You can go ahead and let us know you want to join in. And all right, I see Corey wants to be in, and Jared, one of our cast members, just visiting in. He wants to join in, so let's get both of those guys.
Yeah. Ooh, yeah, baby.
I'm just thinking the same thing.
And
Yeah,
so for a subject, I think let's go ahead and use something from the chat up above. We'll say, actually, Laura, sorry, Nikki, if you want to put in the chat, what is the topic, something that's already been discussed, something that hasn't been discussed that you want to hear more about, something you want to hear some experts talk about. And we will see what, we'll let Nikki choose the topic for us. Okay, the origin of blueberry pie. This is a really unsettled question, and we really want to know the answer to this. So we will go ahead and give it a start. And we will start with Mallory. Tell us about the origin of blueberry pie.
All right. So the origin of blueberry pie. A long time ago, they were making pies, and they only had apples, and they were really sad about it. And they ended up running out of apples one day. So one of the people in the pie making bakery was like, hey, I got some spare blueberries. So they took the blueberries, dumped them into the little pie crust, and then they just kind of shoved it in the oven.
Daniel.
They didn't jump into pie crust. They just dumped them into a big pot to start cooking them first.
Yeah, that makes sense. You wouldn't want raw blueberries in a pie. Tell us about cooking.
So in order to get the compote going, you got to put the blueberries into the pan and then add some sugar and really boil that down and make sure that you get a nice gooey.
Meredith was first.
They actually didn't have refined sugar that long ago. They actually used honey.
Okay, tell us about, since this is the origins, tell us about blueberries and honey.
So what they ended up doing was they went to a beehive.
Challenge.
Jared.
I just want to point out, if Meredith really believed what she was saying, she'd be saying it like Grover.
I think we lack some commitment there. Jared, tell us about commitment to character.
Tell me about.
Jared, tell us about commitment to character.
You know, commitment to character is such an important thing because it involves two C words. Commitment.
Challenge.
Daniel.
I don't want to find out what the other C word is.
Yeah, that's even at the 9 o'clock show. We can pass that one by. Tell us about words that don't begin with C.
Daffodils and dandelions are lovely to go ahead and pick and then grind them up and add just a little bit of flavor to your blueberry pie.
Candace.
Dandelions are actually really bitter.
That's true. That's true. Tell us about floral edibles.
All right, so if you're gonna go with an edible flower, you want to go with pansies, but you have to make sure that you remove the
Challenge.
Corey.
Sunflowers are a lot beautiful flowers than a pansy.
Okay, tell us about your favorite flowers.
Well, the sunflower is very tall and shaped like the sun, and it's a very good flavor.
Meredith.
They're not actually all tall. Some of them only get to be like maybe 4 feet tall.
Oh, tell us about Pygmy Sunflowers.
So those flowers are actually really like maybe 4 feet tall, and they actually sprout a lot
Challenge.
of different.
Amy.
Actually, 4 feet tall is like this.
Yeah, 4 feet tall is still pretty tall in your world.
Because I can't help it. Someday I might aspire to 5 feet, but only with like 2-inch heels on.
Challenge.
Jared.
It needs more than 2-inch heels. Come on.
Okay, Jared, you're the expert. Tell us about heels.
Let me tell you something about heels, okay? Heels do 2 things great. Number 1, they make your quads look sexy.
Challenge.
Candace.
Since when did quad start with feet?
Quite true, quite true. Clear this up for us.
All right, quad clearly starts with qua, and that is
Challenge.
Corey.
Can we please change the subject, please? I want to keep talking about blueberry pie.
All right, that was our main topic. Talk about blueberry pie.
Well, blueberry pie comes with a bunch of blueberries and according to like
Challenge.
Little Jack Horner.
Amy.
It's blueberry pie. It's not blueberries pie. It's only one large blueberry.
Oh, you're right.
Oh, tell us about a single berry pie.
Because that's how you get it all intact so that the juice doesn't all leak out of the pie when you slice into it.
Challenge.
Daniel.
It's not juice that runs out. It's like blood and all those guts because little Violet thought she was full of juice and actually she wasn't.
Yep, that's probably what happened. Tell us about the carnage at the Wonka factory.
See, if you go ahead and steal gum that is not yours and you stick it
Challenge.
in
Meredith.
She didn't steal the gum. Wonka gave it to her because he said, "Hey, have this."
Okay, let's clear that up. Tell us about people giving candy to kids.
Oh, she was a. You know what is really
Challenge.
awful?
Daniel.
She needs to go back and watch the movie because that's the piece of gum she stole. She got the everlasting gobstopper for free. The gum the bitch stole.
Quite true, quite true. Let's get this straight. Our candy crimes have to be clear.
So, making sure we're following the correct film, even if Roald Dahl didn't like it, the gum came out of the machine and she took it and she said,
Amy.
Here in Wonka Land, if we make a bad decision, someone comes out and sings a song until we regret our life choices.
Oh, quite true. So tell us that song.
What do you get when you're in a debate trying to tell
Challenge.
people that
Daniel.
She didn't know how to rhyme it.
True, so rhyme it.
Jared would probably then say masturbate.
Challenge.
Jared.
I absolutely would not say that.
No, okay. What would you say?
Thank you.
I would say, and Daniel is wonderful and treats me great. That's what I would have said.
Mallory. Mallory.
Jared would not have said that. He would have gone, "Oh, this is really fun, guys."
Challenge.
1 minute left. Daniel.
Yes, he only would have said, "Oh, this is good, guys," if we went back to masturbate.
Challenge.
Candace.
I think this is taking a turn.
Tell us about turns.
So there are different kinds of turns. You can take a left turn. You can take a right
Challenge.
turn.
Corey.
I think I agree with her 100%. We don't even want to talk about masturbating at all.
That's true. So we'll let her keep talking about the other thing that she was talking about instead.
You can also do a 360-degree
Challenge.
Meredith.
For every season, you turn.
All right. Tell us about how turning affects the seasons.
Well, the world is gonna be rotating. And
challenge.
Amy.
This is the night, so we're talking about nocturnes.
Okay. Let's hear about that.
Because it gets dark, and then we get a little snoozy, and we need to take a nap and go to sleep.
Meredith.
You don't always get a snoozy when it's dark. Sometimes you're too scared to go to sleep.
Okay. Tell us about what scares you.
So there was one time that this vampire came and knocked on my door under the guise of trick-or-treating, but then I
Challenge.
came
Corey.
Lions are also nocturnal.
Some of them are. Tell us about lions.
Lions like to hunt to eat meat,
Challenge.
Daniel.
He's lying.
Oh, okay. Tell us the truth.
Actually, lions stalk outside the door with
Challenge.
Jared.
Lions hunt their prey. Corn stalks.
Okay. Tell us more about the differences between lions and corn.
Well, one of them has never been in my house, and I will never let corn come into my house.
Challenge.
Daniel.
I'm worried about the next vegetable that starts with C that's going to go into Jared's house.
Okay. What's a vegetable that is safe to go to Jared's house? 20 seconds.
Kumquats would probably not be a good idea. Perhaps you just want to move.
Challenge.
Corey.
Carrots.
Okay, tell us about carrots.
Carrots are a proper vegetable, better than whatever he said, because
Challenge.
is also better.
Jared.
Carrots are not a good idea to bring into my house. Daniel's right about that.
Well, we better not hear about that. Yes, Meredith.
Jared doesn't have any veggies in his house. He just doesn't eat veggies.
True, 10 seconds.
So there was one time that we ended up talking about lettuce, and he was so distraught at the
Challenge.
Daniel.
We couldn't talk about lettuce because he wouldn't let us.
All right. What could we talk about?
Bacon. We were only allowed to talk about bacon.
Challenge.
Jared.
When Daniel's around, we also talk about bad wordplay.
Okay, give us some bad wordplay.
I don't know any bad wordplay. All my wordplay is perfect and great.
Challenge.
Amy.
No, I call foul on that one. He's had some bad wordplay.
True. Tell us.
Because, just filling the room with ooh.
Challenge.
Meredith.
I'm scared again and I can't go to sleep.
And scene. We've kept Meredith up, and we didn't even need coffee at 1 a.m. to do it. All right. So now we know everything we need to know about blueberry pie, and since this is educational as well as entertaining, we hope that some of you will find a reason to donate to us. Yes, donate as Lori already has. Thank you so much, Lori, for your donation. Reminder again, if you want to go to Venmo, it's Bring Your Own Improv, or PayPal, it's paypal.me, yes, BYOI, or go to bringyourownimprov.com. Hit the donate button, do whatever you feel like doing. Once again, we appreciate it. Thank you so much. For our next game, fortunately, we won't have to listen to all those people taking hacks at one another because we're going to play Fortunately, Unfortunately. So unfortunately, we will have two people telling a story and two people who will be acting out that story so we can kind of see how it all looks. So I can take one volunteer who will tell the story along with one of us, and then two of us will actually play out the story so we can all see how it goes. So would anybody like to join us in telling the story from one viewpoint, either fortunately only telling good things that happen, or unfortunately telling only bad things that happen? And I see Corey, but if we've got somebody new, we could take somebody new as well. And seeing no one, okay, Corey, come on and join us again.
All right.
All right, Corey, would you prefer to tell the fortunate side of the story or the unfortunate side of the story?
I want to ask. It's up to whoever's doing it. Do you want to do fortunately or unfortunately? Whoever's doing it.
Okay, so you'll be telling the story with Meredith. So Meredith, he's giving you the option. Would you prefer fortunately or unfortunately?
You know what? I tend to be a bit of a positive Polly, so I'm going to go with fortunate.
No problem.
Okay, so you have fortunately, you'll be starting. Corey, you'll have unfortunately, you'll be following up. Amy, if you could unmute yourself for a moment, wanted to check with you since you were taking down the board. Is there something on the board that we really need to get to and have missed so far?
Absolutely. Let's see. We didn't really mention Mark Twain at all.
We didn't mention Mark Twain, and of course, what better than a story about a storyteller? So Mark Twain will be the topic of this story, and let's hear the good and bad things that happen.
Fortunately, one day, Mark Twain met his dearest friend, Charles.
Charles! Excellent! I'm so happy to see you!
Unfortunately, Charles was not feeling well and couldn't really see her friend.
Mark, it's really nice to see you too, but I've just got this headache.
Fortunately, Charles did see the doctor earlier that day and has medication for their headache.
But it's not going to be too bad. I got to take some Advil first, and this headache should go away. So we'll be able to hang out and have some fun.
Unfortunately, the Advil unfortunately did not work 100%.
Oh, well, you still look a little woozy. Let me get you a drink of water so we can, work in the garden together.
Fortunately, Mark Twain not only had water, but that water also had electrolytes to help the headache.
See, it's gonna give you that little extra oomph, a pep in the step.
Unfortunately, the thing which she was drinking had sort of like a sour taste to it.
This isn't so bad. Is this lemon?
Fortunately, the lemon was actually really helpful because it has vitamin C and that makes people feel better.
I wasn't a big fan of this drink, but it's like I'm getting some energy from it and I'm good.
Unfortunately, she got too hyper and she couldn't control herself when she was jumping up and down.
Well, I'm not sure when this turned into a dance party, but okay.
Fortunately, because they were actually digging holes and aerating the garden, Charles's dancing really helped.
We are going to get these plants in the ground in no time. Awesome.
Unfortunately, one of their neighbors caught them and told them to stop.
Wait, but Maureen, we were having so much fun. This garden dance party. It was going so good too.
Fortunately, they had already dug all the holes that they needed to with their feet, and they were ready to start planting.
Well, at least the hard part's done, so we can just stick these petunias and sunflowers just into their new spots.
Unfortunately, the seeds were pretty much the wrong type of seeds, unfortunately.
Oh, come on. I wanted sunflowers, not moonflowers. Oh.
Fortunately, Charles took the lemon seeds out of the lemon and planted the seed in the ground.
Oh, what you are doing right now, you are a gentleman and a scholar.
Unfortunately, the lemon plants were not growing up as fast as they thought they would.
I think we could use better supplies. It's not just boom, lemons. It's just kind of dirt.
Fortunately, they found a great fertilizer in the Advil.
I mean, it can't hurt. Whoa! That was incredibly fast. I was not expecting a lemon tree.
Unfortunately, they were out of the fertilizer, so they needed a fresher fertilizer.
All right. Now, this might sound crazy, but I love cats, so I'm just gonna go grab some, stuff out of the litter box, and maybe we'll get some fertilizer.
And scene. All right. When you go to the cat poop, just like throwing poop by monkeys, it's time to move on. And so we shall do our next game where we will try that on for size. Try that on for size is a game where we have two players at a time who will compete with each other to find ways to do a repetitive physical action and justify it. So somebody will start doing a very repetitive physical action. They will say what they are doing. Like could be I'm hammering a nail, and then they say, try that on for size. Then the next person has to do that exact same physical activity, but give a different rationale for what it is that they're doing. I'm pushing a button with my thumb, try that on for size. And then back and forth, they have to come up with new justifications for that particular physical action that they're both repeating until somebody can't. They get knocked out. We have a new person come on and new action, and we continue that way. So I can take up to 3 people who think they can find justifications for physical actions. And so I see Corey wants on one more time, and we have Jonathan who wants to come in as well, one of our cast members who you met the pre-show, who's not in the show tonight. All right, so the order for this, I'll just bring you on as it's time to come on. It'll be Daniel, Meredith, Corey, Amy, Jonathan, Mallory, and Candace. But to start out, it'll just be Daniel and Meredith beginning with a physical action. And hey, we had a scene pretty much about gardening. So Daniel, if you start out with some physical action inspired by gardening.
I am filling all the plants. Try that on for size.
I am oh no.
Oh, Meredith is doing nothing whatsoever. That was quick and easy. So Meredith goes out, Corey comes in. And so Daniel, you remain on stage. So you will start out with a physical action inspired by confusion.
I don't know which pill to take. Try that on for size.
I am acting like windshield wipers. Try that on for size.
One-handed ping pong back and forth. Try that on for size.
My arms are acting so funny. I can't stop them from moving. Try that on for size.
I'm gonna make sure Bond's drink is shaken, not stirred. Try that on for size.
I'm about to be muted. Try that on for size.
I'm trying to figure out which ring fits on which. Wait, is this muted?
No, I meant that, Daniel. I can't think of. I can't.
Oh, okay. So you're giving up. All right. So
I'll give you guys a laugh.
This is what?
Okay.
I'll give you guys a laugh.
So Corey. All right. So Corey, you're out. We'll bring on Amy. And Daniel is our returning starter. You will come up with a physical action inspired by mute button.
I am not letting you watch a program. Try that on for size.
I wanted you home right this second. Try that on for size.
My app won't work on my new iPhone. Try that on for size.
My stigmata's almost there. Try that on for size.
You know, I could have like a million things, but none of them is ever going to beat what she just said. So,
all right.
I'm good.
Stigmata always beats throwing poop. All right. So now we're going to bring on Jonathan. And Jonathan will go against Amy. And Amy, you will start with something inspired by religion. Physical action inspired by religion.
I'm opening the hymnal. Try that on for size.
I just blew my nose and I'm looking to see what it is. Try that on for size.
I'm seeing how my pressed fairy came out. Try that on for size.
And open this door and there are the people. Try that on for size.
My mind
Nope.
just blank. I'm sorry.
All right. Amy, you are out. Jonathan, you're on. And
14
Mallory
more
will
for
become
that
up big against you. All right. So you can do a physical action inspired by little people.
I remember when Mallory was this tall. Try that on for size.
I'm checking to see if I'm tall enough to ride the roller coaster. Try that on for size.
This is the level of craps I give for that. Try that on for size.
I'm slowly drying my nails from my manicure. Try that on for size.
I can't even really gesture to say this way. Try that on for size.
This is my very sad sock puppet looking for his friends. Try that on for size.
Bye, Jim Henson. Bye, Jim Henson. Bye.
Mallory is shocked.
No,
Shocked.
I can't.
Now you
do
wave
that.
goodbye and muffle. Yeah.
Shocked and horror. Okay, Mallory. We will bring on Candace. So Jonathan against Candace. And we had a couple things about puppets. So we will see, Jonathan, you will start an action inspired by Punch and Judy.
Punch and Judy.
Yep.
I'm fighting Mike Tyson. Try that on for size.
I'm really excited about getting this drink out of the vending machine. Try that on for size.
The boat keeps going in a circle and I don't understand why. Try that on for size.
This is a really awkward slot machine. Try that on for size.
I know I told you I could drive stick, but I don't think this is working. Try that on for size.
This whole arm crochet blanket is not working out for me. Try that on for size.
I've got my 80s dance moves down. What's next? Try that on for size.
I'm shearing an alpaca. Try that on for size.
Did you see my ring? Try that on for size.
I am stoking a fire. Try that on for size.
All right, Candace, you win. You are the champion of size. All right, thanks for that. Guys, it's time for our final game of the evening. Oh, but it's a good one. It's Alpha Cuts. We're going to have our team doing scenes, and as they do these scenes or bits of scenes, each line that they say will begin with a successive letter of the alphabet. So they start by saying, all birds are feathered. Then the next line might be, birds sometimes don't have feathers, like flightless birds. And then be C, like, can't you see that even a flightless bird has feathers, it just doesn't fly? Those are different things, and so on and so forth. So, just our cast. Nikki, we will unmute you one last time, just to make sure that before we end this show, you tell us, is there something that you did not see that you want to see, or something you saw that you want to see more of to get us going for this final scene?
I feel like we didn't cover drinking coffee at 1 a.m. and other irresponsible actions enough.
Okay, we did not, and we will, because we're not going to leave you hanging on that one. So if I could bring on Daniel and Meredith. And coffee begins with C, so let's get it going there.
Listen, Canadian. That doesn't even start with the right letter.
No, it does not. Daniel, you're out.
Every time.
You're
I've
out.
played in months. Damn it all.
So,
it was there.
let's bring in Amy. And we'll try this again. Meredith and Amy, beginning with C.
Can you tell me what you put in there?
Can't you see that poor guy needs to go back to school?
Didn't he learn the alphabet like we did?
Everybody knows the alphabet by at least kindergarten.
Florence, that coffee smells absolutely delicious. What did you add to it?
Ginger! It's super delicious. You should try it.
Hey, I would love a sip.
I personally love making my own coffee blends.
Just admiring how talented you are. This is really delicious.
Keep it. Keep it. You can drink the rest.
Letting me finish your coffee? You are so generous.
Maybe. I mean, I did also give my last $100 to that guy down the road.
Cut to Amy and Mallory. We're just going to switch to Amy and Mallory and see what that guy did with those last $100. Starting with N.
No, no, not over there. Over there.
Pet shops are amazing. They have so many great things to buy.
I think we missed an O there, Amy.
Oh, yeah.
You're out.
Ooh.
Candace in. So, what's happening with those $100? Starting with P.
B, what?
E.
P.
Please, Mom. Please, just one puppy.
Queens always get their puppies.
Rhode Island queens can handle them better.
So what if they can? I think I deserve a puppy.
Totally, sweetheart. You deserve all the puppies.
Usually when somebody has a puppy, they have a coffee you can actually drink.
Venting to me about your problems is kind of a you thing. I'm only like 7. You need to go to a real adult therapist.
Well, sweetheart, that is the family business you're gonna have to learn someday.
X removes me from this scene.
Yeah, no. That Rhode Island queen with her iced coffee. I don't really know if I want to get into therapy if I'm going to have to deal with that.
Zebra print does look good on her, though.
Absolutely. Totally her vibe.
Beyonce couldn't do it better.
Carrie Underwood couldn't either.
No. Out, Candace. All right, let's bring Daniel back on. And basically, this kid found that her parent wasn't nearly as interesting as Rhode Island queen, so they actually struck up a relationship with E.
Every one of you little kids always gonna bug me so much.
Fine. You don't want us to pay attention to you. We'll just go play with our crayons and Legos.
Go play with your crayons. I'm gonna play with my smokes.
How about you don't do that? It's really bad for your health, and we do care about you.
Intense things is what makes my life intense.
Just because you want an intense life doesn't mean you should be, risking your health.
Knowing all of the information you do, why do you choose to waste it on this hag?
Look, you're a really nice person, and I see good in everybody, and you could be a really awesome person.
Mama sees good things in you. I flick my cigarette over there on that little child and I'll pay all my attention to you, kid.
Nathan got the cigarette this time? Yes!
Oh, he wanted that in his eye. I get it. He's into that kind of thing.
Probably. I don't really ask.
Queens give everybody what they need.
Really, you are the best kindergarten teacher.
Sally, it's so great that you're able to come to my class instead of the one that actually lets kids into it.
Thank you so much for being such a great teacher. We really appreciate you.
Under my tutelage, you'll learn so much, and Nathan will have to go to the hospital.
Oh, and scene. Couldn't quite get there. All right, but some cuts are the hardest. Hey, that's our show, folks. We thank you for coming and joining us on this Friday night, as every Friday night. And because it's a virtual show, it doesn't have to be just Friday night. It doesn't have to be just here. We can go practically anywhere, lots of times. If you have a corporate event, birthday party, some other thing you want us to perform there, go to the bringyourownimprov.com website, and you can check into it there, find ways to bring us to you, because virtually we can really travel. But for For those of you who are here with us on Friday nights, we thank you so much. Hey, tell your friends, show on your social media. Great thing happening. We'd love to see more people here as well as you guys. The more the merrier, more fun for everyone. So thanks for all of you for being here and enjoying the show with us. Thanks especially to our volunteers for playing with us. That's what we're all about at Bring Your Own Improv. Our fam, Nikki, thank you so much for inspiring us tonight. And our great cast tonight. We had Daniel.
The only thing the little monkeys want to get away from is assholes in yellow suits.
We had Meredith.
Today's show was brought to by the letter C.
We had Amy.
You know, O comes in between N and P.
We had Mallory.
Oh my. Can I still talk in a crazy British accent? Maybe for the rest of my life. Hope I don't get stuck like this.
We had Candace.
Oh, where's the fish and chips?
Hey, Carrie and Jonathan helped bring you on board tonight. We thank them as well. I was Ian, your host. And
Scene.
wave to YouTube, everybody.